So Microsoft put out a little bit more information on their Xbox Series X today. This is an article here from Tech Radar we'll take a look at. Xbox Series X new features and specs revealed in official announcement. Microsoft's gaming vision of the future comes into focus. So we got a little picture here from Microsoft. You're looking at 12 teraflops, variable rate shading, hardware accelerated DirectX ray tracing, which is one of the ones I'm pretty excited about for console. I've been messing around with ray tracing on PC for a while here. Quick resume for multiple games, which sounds great. They already have that for one game at a time on the Xbox One. So that would be pretty cool to hop between games without having to reload and getting back into your save and whatnot. And smart delivery, which is a pretty cool feature that I was reading about as I went ahead here. So we'll get to that here in just a minute. Microsoft has just dropped a whole load of new information on the Xbox Series X, doubling down not only on backwards compatibility, but also introducing a new system called Smart Delivery that in some respects could be considered forwards compatibility. So with the Xbox Series X, Smart Delivery will seemingly ensure that you have the right version of the game no matter which Xbox console you've bought it on. So for instance, if you were to buy a cross-generation game on the Xbox One, you'll have a souped-up version waiting for you to fire up on your Series X. Microsoft first-party titles will offer this by default, but it's a feature that will be optional for your third-party developers. So for all of our exclusives and our first party, that feature of buying it on your Xbox One and already owning it on the Series X, which makes sense because you would also already own it on the PC because everything's been cross-buy for a while. So that makes sense that they'll carry that over to the new generation. So we go on here. Backwards compatibility will benefit from the more powerful hardware too. You'll get faster load times, higher resolutions, and improved visual fidelity from any game supported across the existing 3 generations of Xbox hardware when running them on Xbox Series X. And that's almost the exact same pitch that they gave for the Xbox One X. It was gonna and does run like the OG and the Xbox 360 games especially. And those backward compat games runs it better than the Xbox One and better than the original consoles. You just get nicer, steadier frame rates, quicker load times, things like that. So they're touting the similar thing for the Series X. The generous Xbox Game Pass, all-you-can-eat game library subscription service, will also continue over to the new-gen machine. Absolutely, that makes sense. And Halo Infinite will be available on Xbox Game Pass as soon as the game is released, which one would hope is going to be launch day for the new console, or 2 consoles if Microsoft does the Series S as a budget console. Remains to be seen. Microsoft also went on to share further details on the console's innards. While much was already confirmed, there were a few details to color our existing knowledge. The Xbox Series X is using a custom-designed processor from AMD, making use of Zen 2 and Navi architecture, which we pretty much knew, but they're confirming it, confirming existing details. What is interesting is that Microsoft seems at pains to point out that the machine will have twice the graphical grunt as the Xbox One X. You're looking at 12 teraflops versus 6 teraflops on the One X. But this shouldn't be confused with compute power, still combined with HDMI 2.1 standard. There's enough raw power here to get games running at frame rates as high as 120 FPS, which I would assume that's probably like 1440p or 1080p. 4K I think is going to be 60 on that console, unless I'm far off there. So yeah, definitely, and it's not like 12 teraflops and 6 teraflops means double the power. It'll be different than that. With the standards of the HDMI, with the information they can push, the speed of the RAM, the amount of the RAM, having an SSD on board, the extra compute power, Navi architecture on its own is way better than like the Jaguar we're running on now. So it's leaps and bounds better. So just its overall power is going to be more than double when you spread out all the features. Ray tracing technology and the SSD storage system were further talked up enthusiastically, with both in tandem delivering more expansive and lifelike worlds loading in near instantly. Yeah, SSD is a big deal. We've been using those on PC for a while, and that's going to make a big difference in the console. The SSD technology also informs a new quick resume feature, allowing you to jump quickly back into precise states of multiple games near instantly. Think similarly to how you have apps sleeping in the background on your phone, or how you can have one game open on Xbox One X, go to your home screen, do stuff, go back to it, and you didn't close it. Being able to do that for multiple games would definitely be pretty cool. So we'll go on here. The Xbox Series X will also have support for existing Xbox One peripherals, while a new dynamic latency input technology should make for more responsive control when playing. So I'm guessing that's looking to continue to reduce input lag, which is something definitely needed. And all your Xbox One peripherals working with the next gen is also a big deal. People like that. All your controllers working, your headphones, mics, all that kind of stuff. So it's another detailed look at the still yet to be fully unveiled console. What's left to learn? Well, quite a few things. A specific launch date and pricing for starters. I'm guessing October, November, and pricing is probably around $500. But also the wider launch lineup beyond Halo Infinite. So what other games that are optimized for the Series X, just like when the One X came out, they optimized games for that. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of games get that kind of treatment. New games plus existing games that might get updated to even further have better graphics closer to PC than they do now. So that would be pretty cool. Will it share Xbox One's current interface or will it have an overhaul? I kind of hope it shares the interface. It's kind of like having Windows 10, even though you upgrade your PC and parts and whatnot, you might have the same Windows or whatever. You're used to using it. It works well. And I don't know that we need a fully redesigned interface. They've been doing a lot of work to the Xbox One interface over the years. And it seems to me like maybe they're kind of getting it where they want it. It would just probably run tons better on the Series X. So we'll find out more soon enough. It's now once again over to Sony and whatever is next for their reveal. So I'm sure now that Xbox has given some more information or confirmed some of the stuff we already knew, Sony will come out and give some information about PS5 soon, probably. They usually might throw something out in March. So they'll do something before E3, and they're not even going to be at E3 again. So that's kind of disappointing, but that's all right. All right, guys. Well, thanks for coming and checking out the video. Hit that subscribe button if you like the channel. Give a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. And feel free to leave your comment below what you're thinking about the new consoles releasing this year. All right, thanks a lot. Have a good one, and I'll see you next time.